a news story this week. This is interesting. I like to often talk about news stories. Read a news story this week. A French couple were sentenced to 15 years in prison because they put their kid in a washing machine and he died. I read this, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they did this to their kid. French people don't wash shit. Fuck. I know, it's a hard joke. It's a laugh. It is, no, it's true, because it's like, look, this boy died in a washing machine. That's a tragedy no matter how you spin it. Oh, you guys are an attractive audience. There's a lot of attractive people in the darkness over here. I wish I could be attractive. I'm so not attractive. Like, I look like Wolverine with type 2 diabetes. That's what I look like. I wish I was attractive. I'm not. I'm also not that great in bed. Like, I'm not. I know, it's sad. I'm not. I'm not horrible in bed. I'm not terrible. Let me make it clear. Like making love with me is like writing It's a Small World. Most people who write it are left highly unimpressed. But the kids love it. So I'm a big fan of hip-hop. Any fans of hip-hop in the audience? I love it. I grew up on it. I was so into hip-hop as a youth that I had a subscription to The Source. You know? And for the white folks that don't know, talking to you, cunt, The Source is a magazine about hip-hop. For the black folks that don't know, a subscription is when you pay in advance for a product or service. I love watching the dynamic of like every white dude in the room looking at you to see if it's okay. Like, I love it. I love it. No, but I do. No, I grew up on hip hop, and like most white kids in the suburbs in the early '90s and late '80s, I'm old. I started with Hammer, dude. I had the fucking Hammer pants. Like, I did the Hammer dance. My dad called me a faggot a lot. Like, started with Hammer, but different kids had different evolutions from Hammer. Like, I personally went from listening to MC Hammer to listening to NWA. Right? I went from please Hammer, don't hurt him, to fuck the police. Like, huge jump philosophically. It's like going from juice boxes to Jaeger bombs. It's like going from hand-holding to anal with no intermediate step whatsoever. Like a Mormon girl, just from one to the next. My best friend Chris, he had a different evolution. He went from listening to MC Hammer to listening to Marky Mark to just randomly blowing dudes. Like, that was